Welcome to War India News Hour. Kaseya ransomware. It's a war. Let ransomware not be treated as a cybercrime in every case. The context decides what it is actually meant for. The response of the state, even if unstated, makes it crystal clear depending on how the state views a ransomware attack or a series of it or something unleashed globally. Launching an attack at the start of the July holiday can have its own connotation besides the comfort of time that many of the victims would not even come to know until getting back to work on Monday. America is at war, another invisible enemy. The heat can be felt all over. It's like the pandemic. The virus was not to be seen, but the devastation put the country out of gear. The difference is that there is no vaccine for ransomware. The recent ransomware attacks have made organizations bleed. The biggest ransom is the complete loss of trust and credibility of the business enterprises and the government. The Kaseya ransomware attack was close on the heels of a discussion just last month with President Putin had to stop providing safe haven to REvil and other ransomware in the relentless extortionary attack on businesses on US soil. The present ransomware attack also seems to be of REvil type origin. The US deems it as a national security threat, and so is it. The NSA said that the US president had directed the full resources of the government to investigate the incident. Since Friday, the United States government has been working across interagency to assess the Kaseya ransomware incident and assist in the response. The attackers were able to exploit zero-day vulnerabilities in the VSA product to bypass authentication and run arbitrary command execution. It is undoubtedly an extraordinary situation, and the president has urged companies to report to the Internet Crime Complaints Center. Let's look into today's headlines in War India. Government has created a mess on new IT portal, says Shashi Tharoor. Senior Congress leader Shashi Tharoor attacked the centre over the glitches in the new income tax portal, alleging that even after spending Rs 4,200 crores on it, the government had failed to make it user-friendly and created a mess instead. Tharoor, who is the president of the Congress unit comprising professionals, All India Professionals Congress, said chartered accountants in the unit have informed him that the change of income tax portal has been disastrous with glitches including longer than usual logging time. HPE to buy Zerto for $374 million to bring disaster recovery, backup and data migration to GreenLake. HPE will acquire the cloud data protection and disaster recovery vendor Zerto for $374 million cash pending regulatory approval. After the transaction, Zerto will become part of HPE's storage business unit. The deal is expected to close within the next 2 months. Zerto's journal-based continuous data protection technology will add DR, backup and data migration capabilities to the GreenLake portfolio. Twitter to face tough time in India for not complying with India rules, says Delhi High Court. In a major setback for Twitter in India, the Delhi High Court on Tuesday pulled up the microblogging site for failing to appoint a resident grievance officer, saying, "How long will your process take place? This cannot be allowed." Even as the court free passes to the central government to act against the social media firm, the High Court told Central Government Council, "We are not stopping you from taking action. The court has not granted any protection to Twitter. If they are in violence, you know what to do." The centre submitted that Twitter India is in clear violation of IT Rules 2021. Vulgarity is on rise. Pay just ₹200 on Instagram for online fun in India. At a time when the government has clamped down on pornographic websites and is coming down heavily on significant social media platforms like Facebook, WhatsApp, Twitter and others to restrict on the pornographic contents like online fun, paid girls, online services, Paytm fun and many more, by paying just ₹200 you can expect a girl to make a video call to you either on WhatsApp or Instagram and strip live in front of the camera after you have paid her money first. Pragya Mishra Maharshi appointed as Director of Public Affairs, Truecaller India. Truecaller appoints Pragya Mishra Maharshi as Director of Public Affairs in India. Pragya joins Truecaller from WhatsApp. She was associated with WhatsApp to manage communications and drive reputation and advocacy efforts. Pragya will lead the public affairs function and will report to Kari Krishnamurthy, Chief Commercial Officer. She will be responsible for nurturing relationships with key stakeholders spanning government, media partners, civil society and investors. She will work closely with government ministries and agencies and lead the implementation of public affairs strategy aimed to ensure policy and regulatory support. That's it for now. Please like, share, comment and subscribe to Our India News magazine. Stay tuned. Thank you.